Did the musical composer for the Joker sequel confirm that the film will in fact be a musical? Well, we'll talk about it. But first, hi, I'm Jacob Berry. Welcome to my vidcast where I talk about all things pop culture, from television to film to anime and so much more. Be sure to like this video, leave me a comment, share it out, and of course, subscribe. I'm over 900 subscribers, which means I am in the final inning to reach my goal of 1,000 subs. And so I would really appreciate every single click of that subscribe button. All of you rock. I can't do this without you. Thank you. All right. So, sorry about all the shadows today, but I'm having a little bit of a lighting issue, as you probably noticed during all of Batman week. But maybe that's a good thing, since it's Batman week. All right. So, there has long been rumors that the Joker sequel, Joker Folie et Deux, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I don't speak French or care about it, so I'm not sure. I'm just going to call it Joker 2 from henceforth in this video. But it has been long been rumored, especially with the casting of Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn, that the movie will in fact be a musical, that it's going to incorporate those elements. And director Todd Phillips has not confirmed this, neither has Joaquin Phoenix or has Lady Gaga. But a composer for the film, or the composer for the film, I'll give credit where credit's due, obviously, she seemed to indicate that it was a possibility, though despite what some crazy headlines are saying, she did not outright confirm it. So, this is what she said, speaking to Comics.com during a Haunting in Venice press junket. Joker 2 composer Hildur Guðnadóttir, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I don't want to mispronounce people's names. Please let me know in the comments if that is the case. I want to pronounce her name correctly. Teased what's to come when asked how the sequel's musical nature would impact the score. All I can say is there is going to be a lot of music. That's all I can give away. Her previous score for the 2019 Joker was widely praised by critics and fans alike for its haunting cello sounds that permeates through each track. That applause was the hardware to back it up to, as Joker went on to win Oscar for Best Original Score at the 92nd Academy Awards. All right. So, and obviously she has returned to do the score for the sequel. So, here's what I think. The music was in Joker was phenomenal. I just want to say it. I always talk about vibes in films when I review movies. For me, sometimes a soundtrack can be good, but it can still be intrusive to the film. Like Dune, for example, I thought the musical score for it was very original. It was very innovative, especially for a science fiction story. But I did feel like at times the pounding of it was a bit much in some scenes. And I've reviewed other movies where I thought the soundtrack was good, but that the score overtook so much that it interrupted the dialogue of the characters. Joker was not that way. Joker had a phenomenal soundtrack that perfectly complemented what was going on in each scenes, and I applaud this composer and her attention to detail, especially doing, amazing. So basically, she didn't say yes or no. Like I said, I've seen headlines from all these different nerd websites and even here on YouTube and Rumble where people were saying, "Oh, they confirmed it. It's a musical. It's a musical." No, it's not been confirmed. I'm hesitant to see a musical about the Joker. It kind of gives me those cringy vibes that you felt when you were watching Batman Beyond. There's an episode where Terry McGinnis takes Bruce Wayne, an older Bruce Wayne, to see Batman the musical, and it's very cringe. The music is, not impressive, and, I worry when I hear that a comic book film is going to be a musical if that's going to be the case. However, I will give Todd Phillips the benefit of the doubt, because he did such a good job with Joker. Now, I can hear already in the comments people typing in, "Jacob, you want us to respect the lore. How come you like Joker so much?" I don't have a problem with sort of Elseworld stories taking the character in a different direction, but I want the core elements of the character to remain intact. And for Joker, I feel like the core elements of that character personified in Arthur Fleck and portrayed by Joaquin Phoenix maintain that core that core element that makes the Joker the clown prince of crime. I look forward to seeing how that is going to develop. One of the things that I always thought was interesting about Joker, and you can go back and read my review of it. I wrote 2 different reviews. I wrote one for dailywire.com, and then when it came out on DVD, I wrote another one on StudioJakemedia.com. That's my website. And one of the things that fascinates me about that particular film is just how it made Gotham City a character. Now, normally things are happening in Gotham City. They talk about how the city is corrupt. We certainly saw this in the Dark Knight trilogy. We witnessed it in Batman and Batman Returns. Not so much in Batman Forever, and we're not going to talk about Batman and Robin. The Snyderverse never went there. It just kind of compared Gotham City to Metropolis, but didn't really go into the direction of what is Gotham City like. So it is kind of interesting that Todd Phillips, whether accidentally or intentionally, it felt like Gotham was a character that was slowly influencing Arthur Fleck into becoming the Joker. And I really appreciated about that. It's not often that directors take that approach with Gotham City. Like I said, they definitely show the corruption, the crime that happens in Gotham, and why it needed someone like Batman to, help the city, to save the city, to provide hope for the city. But you never see that part of it where the city itself almost feels like a character. Now, obviously, I'm not saying in a literal sense. I mean in a sort of metaphorical sense. And I look forward to seeing how that happens here. Now, I'm not sure how Lady Gaga is going to be portraying Harley Quinn. We have nowhere to go but up. All the voice actresses who have voiced her since Arlene Sorkin have been mediocre at best. The closest person who has, in my opinion, who has gotten close to portraying Harley Quinn very well was on Batman the Brave and the Bold, but she didn't do an amazing job. And in fact, I downplay her a little bit. Tara Strong has done good. She's done decent, but hers started out good, but she's evolved it where she's basically voicing, the character, what's his name from the Fairly Odd Parents, Timmy Turner. It's basically gone where she's basically turned the character into that. Now, that being said, she has done well a couple of times, but not as good. So we have nowhere to go but up. And what about Margot Robbie? Margot Robbie did her job in Suicide Squad and its sequel, but Birds of Prey kind of soured me on her portrayal of the character. I'm curious to see what Lady Gaga is going to bring to the table, how well it's going to do. I think from what I've heard, there's been mixed leaks about the character. Some say she's going to be like this Joker simp. Some say she's going to get seduced by the Joker. Whatever the case, I hope they drop the whole thing where, Harley was a victim of the Joker and she got brainwashed. Well, if that was true, then she would have become a hero once she kind of snapped out of the relationship, but she doesn't. She gets turned into a this Deadpool wannabe supervillain apart from the Joker, and who does occasionally do heroic things. Like, for some reason, DC Comics is adding her to Birds of Prey. I just reported it on that for Clownfish TV. Oh my gosh. Drop it already. It's one of those things where it's sensory overload. So at first you're excited because they're going to take the character in a new direction, but then the writers are so crappy they run out of ideas so fast because DC Comics is creatively bankrupt. That being said, let's hope Todd Phillips isn't creatively bankrupt, and whatever comes of Harley Quinn, or whether or not Joker 2 is a musical, we'll have to wait and see. But I have some expectations for this. Normally I go into, especially DC films, with incredibly low expectations, so I'm not disappointed, as I have been many a times, especially with the Snyderverse, and also with what James Gunn and Peter Safran are doing. It's not exclusive to Snyder, but so I'm going to go into this one, though, with a little bit higher expectations, just for the fact that Joker was really good. Joaquin Phoenix definitely deserved the Academy Award. He won for Best Actor for portraying Arthur Fleck. Likewise, the Joker soundtrack definitely deserved to win as well. And I don't say that often because I tend to think Hollywood awards are just, Hollywood insiders patting each other on the back. In this case, I do think the award was well deserved and that he did good. So I hope that if it's a musical, it's going to be good. I'll do anything, I'll watch anything if it's good. There's some genres that I don't care for, but if I think it's good, I'll watch it. And same with this Joker film. If the sequel is good and it's a musical, I will let you know. I will give my honest opinion of it. And who knows? We'll probably be very surprised. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up, that you'll leave me a comment and tell me what you think, that you'll share it out with your friends, and of course, consider subscribing to StudioJake. I cover all kinds of nerd and pop culture topics, including film, television, anime, comic books, and so much more. I hope that you'll also head over to my main website, StudioJakeMedia.com, where I have even more news, views, and commentary. Also, if you'd like to support the channel, head over to my locals page. That's studiojakemedia.locals.com. It's the best way to support me. I'm trying to build a little community there. I have exclusive reviews and articles, so definitely head over there and check it out. And I'll see you next time right here on Studio Jake.